Good morning. Let's start our session today with a quick meditation. I will do only a minute or so, and I suggest you pause the video and do much longer. Meditation that we will do today is a PhysioEmoEnergetic meditation. If you signed up for the program, probably already have training manual. You went through that, you practice meditation, the specific technique that I offer. If not, you can do it at any point. Just do meditation that is your own practice. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why I advocate this specific technique is because it allows us to prepare our neurological system and bioenergetic system to be more refined and ready for communion that I invite you to have today during this conversation. How it does it, it reduces the intensity of the thoughts that pulls our energy. Because you woke up, and if you look at it during the day or in the evening, you have even more stimulus attended to your system. And it all requires your attention, which means meditative state that we are looking for. It's the state of complete relaxation and let go, state of doom, right? We can't accomplish it when thoughts ask for our attention, or emotions that are turbulent, or too many sensations in the body. And very often, traditional sitting meditation is very difficult as a method of achieving silence when we are so busy, when the mind and body in the sensations are very busy. So PhysioEmoEnergetic meditation is designed specifically for that. We utilize a number of movements in the body, different kind of movements in the body, yet it's not dynamic meditation. It's very easy to sit in it. We will have a lateral eye movement, and in my training I explain exactly why it's needed, what it does to the system, to our physiology and neurology and bioenergetic system. Lateral eye movement, particular circular breath, and particular movement of our hands. Okay, so do your best just to join in. I will do it only for a minute. With those who know what it is, stop, pause the video, and continue doing it. If not, just do your sitting meditation for a moment, just to silence yourself a little bit. And then we will have a conversation. Just focus on the space in front of you, imaginary dot. So the physical movements don't distract you. And focus on circular breath. And move it vertically from energetic center to energetic center. And as I'm doing it, only a few seconds, really a minute maybe, I'm already sensing how my system slows down. So every thought that came to me as a result of dreams, night dreams, it just slows down and reduces its impact on my nervous system. So please continue a little bit longer. Usually 15 minutes is pretty good. You don't need to do it too long. It doesn't have to be as long as sitting meditation. It's the beauty of it. So now I hope we are both a little bit more ready to meet each other directly, without filters of perception and everything that wants to take our attention away from right here, right now, to somewhere else in the future or in the past. So what I want to talk about today is the question that is asked so many times, and we contemplate on it quite a bit. What is the purpose of this human experience? What is the purpose of human life? There's so many different approaches to look into this question, and so many different answers that are given. I don't claim I have answers for you, but I will present a reflection that hopefully illuminates something for you of your own and give you a little bit more peace around the subject. You know, when I say peace around the subject, that's the challenge. The question itself creates stress because we assume we don't have that purpose. We don't feel purposeful. We don't feel fully connected to life. When I say we, it's truly we. All human beings go through the same experience at different stages of life. If I ask myself, what is the purpose of my life? Which means I don't know the answer, right? And if I don't know the answer, I don't live it. If I would live it, I wouldn't have the question. Wouldn't it be correct? So if you ask yourself this question, you feel you don't live it. You feel you don't live your purpose. On one end, what does it matter? If everything is predestined, let's assume, so there is a purpose, then you are living it. Whether you know it, acknowledge it, realize it, or you don't. You are living it. So what is the difference? Then it's just the work of the mind, the distraction from being fully in it. If I to answer this question for myself, there can be no other purpose than life itself. Life is the purpose. Life is the ultimate purpose of this human existence, life. Now, what is that quality? What is the quality of life? What is the quality of life? And quality, I don't mean good or bad. Hardly exists in my vocabulary. But quality in the sense of, like, how does it look and feel like, that life? How is that? My invitation is to consider that our existence is for the fullness and expansion of our bliss, for realization, for experience and expansion of the bliss. Universe as if experiences itself through us, through each entity that ever existed and ever will exist. And it's looking itself in the bliss, if we put it in words. Then, if I don't feel that bliss, it's something in a way for me to experience that bliss, because if it's a purpose, then it's underneath of it all. It's prerequisite for any existence, for any life. And if I don't feel in the moment, there is something in the way, something obstructs the view. And it's just that. It's not that bliss is not here. It's something obstructs the view. I wear wrong glasses to look at my own experience. If you close your eyes again, so you eliminate all sensory input, including me talking, just close your eyes for 1 second. And if no thoughts are in your field of awareness. No thoughts whatsoever. Find that second where there is no thoughts exist. Can you say, but I'm not in bliss? There is quality of this well-beingness in this silence. And when our neurological system is such that it doesn't contract us in the body, then the sense of expansion allows us to feel it more intensely, and it does feel like bliss. You probably felt it many times. It feels expanded, it feels unbound, and intensely blissful. Intensely blissful. So just sit with me here and feel it for 1 second, despite any circumstances that you might be experiencing right now. Any judgments you might make about it. Just feel it for a second. And say to yourself, what if I don't know that I'm not in bliss? And it intensify that feeling within you. Though bliss is not feeling, but what I want to happen here is to you to feel your way through it. Just go in depth in your own existence, layer by layer back. Can you say for sure it's not blissful? And if it's not, drop the thought that is in a way, even if it's a thought, but bliss should look different, should feel different, it's not blissful. Drop that thought. And here what really takes us away from that sense of blissful living. It's our inner conflict. It's negation of happiness, negation of joy, negation of connectivity, negation of bliss. So we have inner conflicts. And the path to that unbound bliss is integration of our conflicts. For example, look what needs to be reconciled within you right now. What thoughts, what feelings? What have you been feeling lately for a while about yourself, the world? What judgments did you put onto yourself, onto others, on the world, on the circumstances, people, places, things? How are they conflicting with each other? What needs to be reconciled? What's in the way of your bliss right now? Complete let go, complete expansion, complete joy. What's in the way of all that? Let's reconcile it just right now, right here, right now. Let's do it. What is the conflict? What are those opposites that fight for your attention and create so much burnout in you because it burns the energy? It occupies so much space in you. You cannot just fully relax. So what are those? What are those? Let's assume the thoughts are, I never can make it. I can never make it. I can never make it. I'm trying so hard. That's what people say to me all the time because I work a lot with entrepreneurs and executives, people who have very stressful roles and a lot of responsibilities and expectations. And it always comes down to, I'm just faking it every day. I don't know if I ever can make it. I don't know if I ever can succeed in this life. Well, success is a separate conversation. Such a conditioned concept. But it's this feeling of I'm not enough. I'm not worthy of where I am. I'm not worthy of being where I want to be. I'm not worthy. I can't make it. So let's reconcile it. Because if you accept it, there's nothing to fight anymore. There's nothing to fight. So take that thought, I'm not worth it. I will never make it in this life, ever. And fully accept it. I'm not worth it. I'm not worthy. Not worthy at all. Not worthy of anything good. I'm not worthy. I will never make it. Everybody else seems to make it. I will never make it in this life. I will never make it. I will never get where I want, where I never get ahead. I will never make it. Ever. But say it to yourself, not with the frustration or hope. Drop all hope. All hope. Let it be gone. I will never make it. Oh no, I will never make it. No. And it's okay. I will never make it. I'm worthless. Nothing. I'm nothing. I'm absolutely fucking nothing. That's it. I'm nothing. Nothing. And if you can still accept it, if there's still energy in it, a fight, a hope, let's do for a minute PhysioEmoEnergetic meditation to take the charge of the thought. That's why it's really good. When you have particular thoughts that want to take your attention away from here and now and sense of relaxation and bliss, this is fantastic. It drains the energy out of the thought. So close your eyes. Remember, lateral eye movement, circular breath, and tapping with your hands, whether the floor or chair or whatever you have. Okay? And don't forget the breath movement as I taught you before. Okay? And keep repeating. You can put thought right here. Why not? Like right here. I am worthless. And keep dropping the energy of it. Just feel it. Hold your body. It relaxes around the thought. I'm absolutely fucking worthless. I'm nothing. Nothing. I was nothing. I've been nothing. I am nothing. I will always be nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing significant. Nothing special. Nothing unique. Nothing. I'm nothing. I'm nothing. I'm worthless. I never will be worthy of anything or anyone or anything good. I will never make it in life. Never make it. I will absolutely never fucking make it. I never make it, and it's okay. I'm never going to make it. Do you feel like whole body relaxes? There's no fight. There is nothing to accomplish, nowhere to go. You can be right here, right now, in love with me here. Meet me in love, in bliss of connection, pure connection with the self that you perceive in your body, in your reflection of you, in me, every sound that is surrounding you right now, temperature, everything that is sensed. It's this state of well-beingness now. Feel it? Just well-beingness. So it seems that universe expands itself in this bliss that only beings can experience, human beings can experience. The consciousness, awareness alone is only aware of itself. It has no faculty of experiencing anything. Through us, it does. We are a vehicle of experiencing, a device of experiencing. We are a device of the bliss. Just feel it for a second with me here. Do you see that expansion is becoming more present and more felt? You feel like there is light buzz in the body because you accepted your conflicts. And if you work through your other conflicts, whatever is alive for you, you will see more and more the sense of expansion. And when we talk about expansion, it works so beautifully in this life. Imagine that you are filling a balloon with air. And if it's only expansion, it probably will blow up. And maybe our life will be very short if we can keep expanding. But it's expansion and contraction. Expansion, contraction. So it's this contrast, the amplitude of movement, expansion, contraction. And we see contraction in the contrasts of our life, in everything that we perceive to be negative events, painful relationships. We so much perceive so much of everything through relationships with other beings, human beings. So it's expansion and contraction. And bliss is not just an expansion alone and in positive, joyful, blissful, perceivably experiences. Bliss is underneath of all of it. It's a fabric of existence. So if you go back in the memory of your very painful experience, if you're really, really attentive and mindful and very honest with yourself, you will feel that it's blissful. There is joy in pain as well, if you stop fighting it. If you reconcile the fight, reconcile the conflict around it, the resistance to it, and just feel that painful experience through memory. Access it right now, because I assume you don't have it now, right now. If you access it in memory as accurate as you can, whether it's a thought that caused pain, or emotion that is super intense, or word that you perceived and hurt yourself with your perception. Just go in very accurate recollection of it. And if you stop fighting it and labeling it as something negative, something that should be gone now, can you sense that intensity of it that is very blissful? Because it's experiencing. It's such blessing to be able to experience it. Without a fight, without shoulda, woulda, have to, must. Do nothing in the next 15 minutes after you say goodbye to me and I say goodbye to you in this virtual communion. Just lay on the bed. Look at the ceiling. Drop every thought of I should do this now, I should be doing this instead. Just lay and feel. Get naked. Take clothes off. Lay down naked and feel the sensory input of your body against the sheets. And hopefully it's freshly laundried one. Clean sheets. The scent of your detergent, and hopefully it's something fresh and fresh scented and natural. And if not, maybe you choose to change it one day to something that is really pleasant for your senses, that allow you or assist you in kind of dropping your whole resisting faculty on the sheet and just nothing to do, nowhere to go, nobody to become, no thoughts to think. See, the thoughts are a tricky one. The thoughts are partial. There's so much partiality in thoughts. I like apple, which means I don't like what is not apple, you know. I love this person, which means I probably don't love the other person, or something like that. I'm good, which means I'm not bad. Bad, good. I'm worthy, which means, no, let's do it the opposite way. I'm unworthy, which means I'm not worthy. And each partial thought is untrue because it's partial. And that which is expanded bliss is very whole. It encompasses it all. It contains it all. All partialities come together in this sense of expanded bliss. And then it comes partial in contracted state. So all partiality causes contraction. I'm that versus that. This one is that versus that. Judgment of this should be that, but not that. All contraction. And then letting them go and embracing them all, accepting them all, reconciling with all of them. Here it is, sense of expansion. And see, when we talk about meaning of life, a lot of people, or purpose of life, a lot of people in spiritual communities, more New Age tendencies show themselves in the answer, our purpose in life is awakening and transcendence. I see transcendence as a byproduct of living expanded bliss, but experiencing it through the body, through this individualized consciousness of Olga, of you, perceivably you, perceivably me. Transcendence comes as a result of this chain of expansion, contraction, of experiences, expanding and contracting, expanding, contracting. And with every cycle of expansion and contraction, we let go of more layers of illusion about ourselves, our role in this world, our role of objects and people in our life. It's all peels off, peels away, like layers of the onion, peels away. Let's go. So we expand and we feel, everything's so good, so good, so good. Contracted. And now in this contraction, we allow ourselves to see what's not serving our state of bliss, what is perceived to be bliss. Because we tend to look at bliss as that feeling of joy and expansion. Yet, underlying fabric is the bliss for it all. Only through contraction, there is certain learning experience happening. And dropping, letting go of illusions that took us in contraction, because every partial thought is illusion, since it's not whole. Partial is not whole. Thank you, Facebook people. You're pinging me. 1 second. So to experience this fullness, we must transcend partiality. So that's what's transcended. It's partiality that gets transcended. But we only know partiality of our perception of the self, ourself, the world, the self. We experience that partiality through contractions. So there is a cycle. We're circling around. Oh, bliss, 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 bliss. Boom, not enough. Lack of, which is illusion, very partial illusion. There is nothing lacking. Everything is. So can you hold space for that which needs to be reconciled, for all your conflicts? Every conflict that is happening within you today, can you reconcile it? Can you just, I am not worthy. I am not that. I am not that. I will never be that. I want to be, but I will never be that. My becoming fails once and forever. I will never get enlightened if that's your deal. I'm not enlightened. I will never get enlightened. Done with the search. I'm done. I'm done. I will never get enlightened. Now get naked, lay down on your sheets, and just immerse in that realization or acceptance. You're never gonna make it. No matter where you're going, never gonna make it. Ever. Don't believe it? Do your PhysioEmoEnergetic meditation to take an energetic charge, an emotional charge out of that thoughts of resistance. So you drop. And the beauty of it, when we reconcile that conflict, contraction turns into expanded state. And in that, you are so worthy because there is no partial unworthiness shows up. Well, to be precise, worthy and unworthy at the same time, because there is nobody to be worthy or unworthy in the first place there. Because all there is experience of expansion, expanded bliss, ever expanding, expanding and expanding and expanding. There's no end to expansion. As long as this, we understand what contractions are for and how to handle that. So we are not caught up in that so much that there is no place for new cycle of expansion. So if we learn, if we master PhysioEmoEnergetic of this particular vehicle, of the vessel of universe experience, its heartbeat through us, through our heartbeat. If we are not in a way, then we master this dance and make this dance a little bit more conscious. So we truly go in deeply in this expanded state of bliss and we truly intensely feel it. And as soon as we're thrown up by our unconscious conditioning, by our subconscious mind that's full of programming, into not enoughness of any kind, or judgment of another, which is projection of our shadow onto another, we are pulled back into contracted state. The mastery here is not to believe in it to be permanent to any degree, but no, it's like, it's this contrast that I needed to experience right now. So then my next cycle of expansion is even more intense and vast. And that's through Tantra. It's path of Tantra. It's path of non-resistance and acceptance of it all, of acceptance of all opposites. That's the Tantric path, the original Tantric tradition. That's a path of love and open heart. We call it very often open heart. It's because the mind is not in a way. And then we merge with the heart of the universe and hear its subtle language, its fully supportive voice. So may you be blissful today and every day. May you reconcile all your fights, all your not enoughnesses, all your becomings that can't become for some reason. I still didn't become, and yet to become, and just didn't yet, haven't. Will I ever? Drop all becomings, all not enoughnesses, all sense of unworthiness. Drop all hopes, surrender all hopes. Settle in right here, right now, and feel how instantly you're surrounded and penetrated by expansion and sense of intense bliss. And if you're having a hard time with reconciliation of your conflicts, please reach out. I'm here. I would love to support you. And that's what I do, full-time, full living. I share with people this amazing opportunity to live in bliss. No matter what your experiences are, expectations from life are. external circumstances are, internal conflicts are, no matter what's happening in your world, in your mental space, in your emotional world, there is a very easy path to joy, love, compassion, connectivity, and ultimately bliss and transcendence. Sending you love, and I will see you soon. Please subscribe to this channel as I post new conversations and new practices when I have a moment. So they will be available for you, and they're available for free every time. Much love. Thank you for being with me today.